Sitso, certainly impressive or not. I mean, for a 34 league, for 34 match campaign, these numbers are pretty average, no? Yeah, they've won more than half of the games.
Congratulations to them. They've won it, however poor or low quality the league is, they still had to win the games to win it. But yeah, those are the numbers that won the league in the end. So congratulations to Gold Stars. But I don't think that in the season in which they won it, the league was covered in any glory or whatsoever, or the reputation of the league was great, considering how Nswatiman dropped out of the league and every team that had to play them for a lot of games to the end of the season had 3 points, 3 goals. I think it really affects the dynamics of everything that this season. So for me, that thing alone undermines everything that any team achieved in this season. I'm not even going to sit here and pretend that because Gold Stars have won, I've got to somehow force and praise it. I can't do that. That's not in my nature. But I just think that is Nswatiman. Why are you looking at me like that?
Is it when the headmaster gives you the stem? Go on.
No, but for me, I look at the league and I think that it didn't have the right reputation about it. And I don't think that it was even fair to some clubs who otherwise had played in Nswatiman, maybe drop points against them, and others would have walked past them, getting 3 points, 3 goals. He undermines everything that is, that is fairness in the sports.
Unfortunately,
it is not the fault of Gold Stars, really, but I'm just saying that they are playing in the league, that the organization of it is terrible.
Yeah, even for they themselves, they're trying to enjoy it, but
there's no buzz around it. No one cares, really.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Anyway. How can you finish and then you finish and now you're going to give the trophy 4 days later? Like you plan. You know that there's a
final day.
But we see these things, so like the world is moving forward. Even in Africa here.
Where is the trophy?
They are now bringing it from Accra, 4-day trip to BBNE. They've announced it, coronation, on Thursday. So the fans should come back and come and watch them give the trophy.
It's terrible.
Will they play a match for it, or they will just come in?
Totals. Play totals, and we'll give the trophy.
I know.
The coronation is totals.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know viewers will be disappointed. Like, it's a day that if you're BBNE watching us, you are furious because your home club has won the league and we should be celebrating it or talking about how the team won it. I'm sorry I'm disappointing you, but your team has won a league that, for me, doesn't have the credibility of football with it. And I can't help but point that out because we cannot keep celebrating these things when there are massive problems wrong with our football, massive problems wrong with how we are running it. And on days like this where there are so many ears and so many eyes watching, I just think it's the right day to put it across. And that is why I want to make this known. That it's not the fault of BBNE Ghost, that if you're a BBNE fan, be happy for it. But if you love Ghana football, you will be sad on how you finish playing the league and still the clubs are poorer, they are a year poorer, and the conditions in the league is terrible. This year we lost a fan, but that didn't change anything because only last week we saw a game abandoned because of safety of fans and players on the pitch. So we can't keep overlooking it and just brush those aside and say the league is done, congratulations, well deserved, performance, your team was good, this player was brilliant. That for me is at the backbench. The key things might be spoken about, and that for me, the league lacks every credibility.